Welcome to 7th and 8th grade multimedia. This is day 3 of our virtual learning. Your learning target for today is that you can upload and work with images, paths, and masking in Vectr. Make sure that you do your warm-ups. That'll be really helpful as we move forward with our task for today. In your warm-ups, you learned that the use of images in a Vectr program can be masked in various ways. You also saw samples of Vectr masked images. You can see those images now. Most of these were done in professional programs such as Adobe Illustrator. Vectr does things just a little bit different. It's a simple application, and so it doesn't do all the things that a professional program would do. So here we are in Vectr, and one of the things you want to make sure that you have done is found an image or two that you would like to play around with. We're going to go to the Uploads button, and I have my pictures ready. I'm going to click on this cat picture. So you'll notice that when it gets imported, it looks just like any image you would import into a document. I just grabbed the handlebar and made it smaller so that it will fit onto my page. We're going to put a border around it. I'm going to make my border orange. We're going to make it a little thicker. You can see that if I double click, I can make a different shape. If I click the outer vector, I can begin to reshape this. On the example slides, there was a picture of hexagons and a person's face in it. We're going to do something not quite as complex, but similar to that. We're going to mask this with a hexagon shape. So I'm pulling in my two top vectors, and I'm going to pull up my bottom vectors. Now, this is only going to give me half of my hexagon. There are other ways you could create the other half of the hexagon. I'm going to just show you one way. We can also add dots. So if you'll notice when I run my cursor around the border, I can see other dots. I'm going to try to match up a dot here and then pull straight down. And as I pull straight down, I'm looking for this blue line. It might be a little bit hard to see on the video, but there is a blue line that will run from here to here. That shows you that those two things are lined up together. I'm going to put another dot approximately where the dot above it is. I'm going to pull directly down and being mindful that I'm getting that blue line. Now you notice when I've done this, I do have a little bit of my picture missing. The picture size is this yellow outline on the outside, and I'm just going to move that down so it fits, or you can increase the size. So now here I have my hexagon, and I want to be able to do something similar to the beehive looking thing that was on the sample page. To hold my shift key down and make this a little bit smaller so that everything will fit on my artboard here. Control C, Control V, and paste this. Now I have two of these. They match up pretty well. You could tweak these corners and try to get all of these the same. But notice I have the same picture. Now I can change this picture. So if I click on that picture, I have another picture here I'm going to use, and we're going to open that. Sometimes it takes a few minutes to upload an image. You may get this percentage that is uploading. So this picture is definitely smaller than my hexagons. I am going to double click and then click on that outside line, and we're going to increase this until it is filling the entire thing. Now I'm going to continue this process to add so that you can see that we can add both picture hexagons and color hexagons. Now that I am done with my placing, you'll notice that some of these go off of our artboard. This is the artboard right here. I can zoom out a little bit. The zoom is down here at the bottom, and you'll see you don't need to worry about pieces like this. They'll get cut off when I save. If you wanted everything on your artboard, then you would want to try to fit those in. Saving or downloading is the export button. Looks very much like the export button on an iPhone or other items. Click on that. This is what my image will look like, and you have options of how to save it. You can save it as a PNG or a JPEG. The PNG will save it transparent. The JPEG will save it with a white background. Once you have the file type you like, you're just going to click download, and this will go right into your downloads folder, and you can use it in other projects. That's it for today. Be sure to do your continued practice, your self-assessment, and we would love for you to share your work with us. Bye.